Hey everybody, I'm Erica Carlson. Thank you for joining me here at I Heart Minneapolis Homes. That's the same name as my website. Type Minneapolis as MPLS and add a .com to the end. Be great to have you start your home search there. If you're thinking about buying a home for yourself for personal reasons or for renovating, there's always something to find if you're looking. Despite what people are saying currently about the market, people are still investing in real estate. And speaking of, I'm sure that you might have caught HGTV at some point and seen some of these fix and flip type of home improvement shows, and 30 minutes we really start feeling like that we can go out there and take on a project of that magnitude. So I want to talk about the number one mistake we can make when we purchase a house for flipping, but even it does apply to our own house. So talking about over improving and breaking down what over renovating a house can look like. So let's get started. Is over improving it, and that's a skill set of knowing what's an appropriate improvement or over improvement for a property. So for example, when I was out shopping with somebody yesterday, I saw a sauna that was built into the wall, and it was in their master bedroom. So it made it very particular that only certain people were going to probably enjoy that. And so this house was probably over 100 years old. Lots of water issues in the basement. Ceiling was starting to sink in on the upstairs. So there was all this, not just cosmetic, structural, very serious issues that could easily be $100,000 in this house. And then here we have this sauna. And then to put it in the master bedroom is just very, very particular. Another example, I've seen people put in steam showers in houses that don't really fit the bill of having that level of luxury item in it. So whether it's choosing high-end wood floors, quartz countertops, the very fancy shower, do these things for you. If this is your personal home and these things are what make you happy, by all means go ahead and do them. But if you are expecting a return on investment on those, or expecting your house to be meaning a lot more money than, let's say, the neighbors that doesn't have that is not always how this works. Oftentimes it just doesn't equal any sort of investment. It was simply for you. So if we're buying a fixer-upper purely from an investment point of view, adding these things needs to be appropriate for the neighborhood. And a good real estate agent would be happy to help you look at properties in the surrounding area to see if quartz countertops are typical or an unusual investment for that neighborhood. And that's what you need to be mindful of, is what makes sense. And updating, yes, this is a little judgment, going overboard isn't going to bring you that money back. And so I guess you could flip it and say you could under renovate. I've also seen that where certain minimum things should have been done to make people more interested in the property. So it's this line of, this is what the buyer's looking for today. Sure, they like this, but they're not going to pay extra for it. So you essentially took extra, and then don't go under so that the house, isn't in a position that it won't sell. So if you want any other remodeling or flipping homes conversations, I'm happy to talk to you about this. It was equal parts fun and a pain when I was taking this on a few years ago. But if you're thinking about that sweat equity, making an investment, I'd love to talk to you about that. It's lots of fun to go out shopping with my investing clients and try to find deals, which is never easy to do, especially when we're low inventory and high demand. But there are houses out there that need significant rehab, and so if you've been kicking around this idea, we could possibly find you something worth working on. Thanks again.